Hey, how's it going, everybody? Um, yeah, I just picked up a few movies today. Um, Figured I'd do just a little video on it. So, I went to pick Lorelai up back in the town that I'm originally from. Um, so I decided to get there a little early and go to the pawn shop. And the pawn shop up there, for some reason, has so many movies. I was there for 45 minutes and still didn't get to look through all of the movies. And the thing about the pawn shop up there is everything is $1. Blu-rays, just anything you pick up's $1 up there. So, yeah. Um, so I bought a few DVDs and some Blu-rays. Some of this stuff is just upgrades or pickups that I'll probably try to sell for a couple dollars at some point. Yeah, let's just go ahead. God, I look so sleepy. But let's just go ahead and get into it. I picked this one up kind of for me and Lorelai. I've seen this before and I liked it. That is Monster House. Yeah, figured I would pick that up for us. Now this one, I've never seen this one, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up and give it a watch. It is Hardcore Henry. Figured I'd give it a try. Now this one, I had this one on VHS and I was so happy to find this one on DVD. This is a really good true story here. And that is The Pistol. Really good movie. So I'm very happy. I'll have to go back and watch that sometime soon. I used to watch this all the time back in the day when I played basketball. Now this one, I'm happy to finally have this one in the collection. This movie, if you haven't seen this, you need to give it a watch. This is based on a true story from a guy that is, based on the true story of one of the most violent prisoners in the world. And it stars Tom Hardy, and Tom Hardy does a phenomenal job in this. Bronson, I love this movie. I've not seen it in a long time, but I absolutely loved it when I watched it. I think I watched it on Netflix or something. I definitely recommend that film. I love it. Now this one, Little Full Moon, I'm not even for sure what this is. It looks horrible, but I figured I'd pick it up. Decadent Evil. It's got this little, look at these little things on the back there. Yeah, it looks, of course, with full moon, you expect some cheesiness here. Now this one, I think I've heard of this before, but I've never seen it. I don't really know what it is. A lot of these movies are in a little bit of rough shape. Some of the barcodes cut on this one, it looks pretty rough, but I figured I'd just pick them up. Some of them have a few scratches on them. I don't think anything that's going to affect the playability of them, but I figured I'd at least give it a shot. For $1, if they play good, if they don't play, I'll just throw them in the trash. Not that big of a loss, but I don't know much about this one. Campfire Tales. Give it a watch. Now this one I watched a while ago, but I don't remember anything about it. It kind of played out weird. It was like Twister meets some kind of, I don't know, monster movie. I can't really remember anything about it, but that's Nail Biter. I figured I would pick that one up. Now this one, this is from Full Moon too, but I already own this one, so I might just get rid of this one or get rid of the copy. And I've seen this, but I don't remember anything about it. The Dead Hate the Living. I can't really remember if I like it or not. Alrighty, that's one stack. Yeah, let's see here. the next stack. I watched this movie. I enjoyed this film. I think it could have been a lot better, but I enjoyed it just the same. And that's He Never Died. I thought it was a good movie, so figured I'd add that to the collection. Now this next one has a lot of CGI, and this release that I picked up has a few scratches on it, and I don't think the artwork's in bad shape, but the case is beat all the crap. But I love this movie, even though it had a lot of CGI. I love the story on this movie, and Grabbers. I think it's really underrated. I think that cover throws a lot. It sounds really generic, but I'm pretty sure it was made in Ireland. And the premise of this is that these aliens take over, but they won't bother you if you have a high, or if you have a lot of alcohol in your system. So like all these people that are surviving go to the bar and just get like really drunk and stuff, and then have to, it's really good. I recommend checking it out. Even though it does have a lot of CGI in it, it does have some practical effects too with the creatures, but it's a really fun movie. I really enjoyed that one. And here I picked up another Full Moon. I'm pretty sure I seen this back in the day because used to, now it's 2000, I don't know if I seen this or not, but I remember this cover from the VHS days. Netherworld. So yeah, figured I'd give that one a go. Give it a go, give it a go. Now this one, I remember this from somewhere. This one is beat all to crap. And this is from Diamond Entertainment. It is not going to look good. But I just had to pick this one up. I remember this from the VHS days, maybe. I remember here. Of course, it's got written on too. I hate when people write on their DVDs, but I remember that glove from something. I think that was the old VHS cover, maybe. Had that glove. But yeah, I just had to pick it up. If it would have been anything over $1, I probably would not have picked this one up, because I mean it is beat to crap. Oh, the disc actually, okay, I'm mistaken, the disc is in pretty good shape, but just the artwork and everything else on the front of this is in rough shape. I remember some of the first Fulci films I watched was on VHS. I remember picking up when I was a junior or I think a junior in high school, so it would have been about 98. Me and my friend Mike came down to Cookeville, went to Sam Goody's, and he ended up finding, and I ended up buying it, the Zombie VHS tape. But other than that, House by the Cemetery and it was Seven Doors of Death. The first two Fulci films I picked up on DVD were from there, but it was from Diamond Entertainment. They were cut to crap, so I assume this is probably cut and everything else. But yeah, and the picture quality was not good on those either. But contains graphic violence, nudity, and explicit language, and blood, and more blood. I didn't even read the back. I just see the front of that cover. Got that one. Now this, I remember this from back in the day, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I wouldn't swear to it though, but this is one, Dragon Slayer. I don't know. Give it a go. I'm not for sure. A lot of this stuff I watch so much, where I basically lived in a video store for about 10 or 11 years at least. Yeah, I've seen so many movies, and I don't really remember many of them that I watched until I start watching them. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that, you know. Now this, I was so happy to find this. I think this one has a few scratches on it. Now, I absolutely love, yeah, it's a little scratched up, but I don't think it's going to affect the, this is such a great movie. I watched this on, I forgot which, Pluto or Comet not too long ago. But I love this movie. I used to want this car so bad in this movie. That's the Wraith. This is such a fun movie. Really, really good movie. I couldn't believe that I found that at the pawn shop. Now this one, I've been wanting to see this forever. I've not got to watch this movie. I've been wanting to pick up the Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray has always been, for some reason, I think they come out with a different release now that's a little bit cheaper. But I've been wanting to see this forever. And I'm not for sure if this is a bootleg or if all of the copies are like this, because the cover looks pretty bootleggy, to be honest with you. And then the disc on top of that is also burnt. It's a DVD-R. So I don't know, but I just picked it up because I've been wanting to see it forever, so hopefully it'll play. And that is Babysitter Wanted. I've heard it's a pretty good movie. I think it was Corey Jordan that told me, if I'm not mistaken, that it was a pretty good movie. It's got Bill Moseley in it. So yeah, okay. Well, that's it for the DVDs now. A lot of these Blu-rays are just, you know, for $1 a Blu-ray. I just picked anything up that I thought I might want or need, or anything else that I didn't have. The first one, I didn't have this in the collection. I don't remember the second, or I don't even remember most of them. So I'd like to go back and watch them. But that's Men in Black. Yeah, put that in the collection. Now this one, I've been meaning to watch this. I've really wanted to. I thought I owned it, but I looked it up on my phone, and apparently I don't have it in the collection. So I don't know, but maybe I'll go and watch it sometime now. It's a long movie. What is it? It's almost 3 hours. What is it? 156 minutes. But The Revenant. So yeah, I'd like to give that one a watch sometime. Now this one, I don't know why I picked this up now that I think about it, because I wanted to pick up the 4Ks they just released. I really want to go see the new one in the theater, but for $1 I just figured I'd go ahead and grab this one. Yep. It's Rambo First Blood Part 2. I grew up on all those films. A lot of us, you know, my age and maybe a little bit younger did. And this one, I always thought this was a fun movie. This was back when Sandler was still funny. But I watched this not too long ago, I think, and still enjoyed it. But Bulletproof. Yeah, I always enjoy it. Now this movie, I think this movie is just terribly underrated, and I absolutely, I say that too much. I love this movie, and this is an upgrade. I think I'm pretty sure I've got the DVD. I don't think I have the Blu-ray, but I love this movie, and that is Shoot 'Em Up. It takes about 30 seconds to get into the action, and it's over the top for sure, but it's meant to be like that. It's just a fun action. I mean, you know, 3 minutes to get into the action, and then it's basically non-stop throughout the entire film. So yeah, definitely happy to upgrade that one. This one I've never seen, and I don't know if I will ever even watch it. I don't think I've ever heard anything good about it, and the only reason I picked this one up was because it was $1. So I don't know. I probably shouldn't even picked it up for $1. That's the new Total Recall. I don't even think I've ever heard anybody say anything about this at all. So I don't know if anybody watched it. This one I was pretty happy to get. This is a double feature of two spaghetti westerns. And, you know, Lee Van Cleef. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy to get that one. Especially, yeah, because I love me some, especially some spaghetti westerns. I still need to watch that Clint Eastwood Man with No Name trilogy set that I picked up a couple months ago. This one, I quit watching these after about the third one, but I just figured I would pick this one up. It's still sealed, and I don't have any idea what this is. Which one? I don't know. Saw 27 and a half. What is Saw, the final chapter. Unrated. I just picked it up just to be picking it up. Now this one, on this one, I read the books. I read like I don't know how many there ended up being. I know there were at least 3, maybe 4 that I read. I started to watch this movie. It was put on Netflix, and I started to watch this movie. And the first probably 10 minutes, I just about turned this movie off. Just about. But I ended up continuing to watch it, and I ended up loving the movie. The books were amazing. I loved the books. Dean Koontz, not a real big fan of most of his work, but he was the one that wrote the books. But I ended up really enjoying this movie. And but that is Odd Thomas. But yeah, those first 5 or 6, about first 10 minutes, just about made me turn the movie off. So I'm just glad I did, and glad I stuck it out because I enjoyed it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the pawn shop pickups. So I guess I have bored you long enough. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.